What's up, everybody? It's Super Bowl Sunday. This is not the Super Bowl, but it is close. It is a chess simul here on lichess.org, and I am your host, International Master William Paschall. We're going to play 20 players. It's a relatively long simul, 30 minutes for the game and 30-second increment per move. The game can basically last up to like 2.5 hours, maybe even longer. So please don't register in the simul if you cannot last, 2.5 hours. All right, that's basically the only rule. Always accept draws when I offer them. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, guys. You can accept draws when you want to. If you have to go or something, just like mention it in the chat room, and I'm happy to agree to a draw or whatever, if you really need to go. This is just an unrated game, so it's all good. Anyway, guys, we are ready to get started. It's 6:30, and I like to get started on time. I'm going to take anybody who's a subscriber, if I can pronounce that. Subscribers can be sure to be accepted into the simul first, then regulars, and then everybody else. Clash Kid is always the last one. Yeah, usually a fighting game. Yeah, usually you have an advantage against me, Clash Kid, and I don't like offering draws when I'm worse, but we'll see if I can do better this time. All right, so we're going to get started. Anyway, guys, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. It's standard chess only, 30 minutes, 30 seconds. Extra time for me so I don't get flagged on all these boards. With my clock simultaneously running, and host color is random. So here we go. Just jump in a list, and we can take 20 players. So I'll wait till you guys get in there, and we're doing this every week, almost every week. I mean, once in a while I might have a commitment, but next week I might be able to do a longer simul because I don't have a tournament game. On the following Sunday, it's like a day off, all right? Aldous, though, I don't know if he's a subscriber currently, but he was for a long time. Lord Jesus Christ is not. Move 11 is a subscriber. Parmenides was a subscriber. I'm not sure if you guys are still subscribers, but I'll accept you anyway. Soltigo is like a subscriber. Ayesta, Arsenal fan. I don't like when the names jump. Epitetos is not a subscriber. Mr. Coffee is a subscriber. Nefedov is a subscriber. I saw Nefedov there. There he is. I can't fit the whole list in the. I can't fit the whole list in the screen. We've got more people than I can fit in the list. All right, that's. I take back as a subscriber. Anyway, guys, good luck. I'm gonna take 10 more players. Looking for our regulars. Julian Aranite. I haven't. GCW. Lord Jesus Christ. Clash Kid is a subscriber. Forgot to get him in the list there. If you guys are subscribers and I forgot you, let me know. Sorry, Clash Kid. Almost forgot you. Nobody over 2,400. That's another rule. Nobody over 2,399. Of course, nobody has enough of these standard time control games for them to have a rating. Epitetos just subscribed. Did I add you in the list already? I didn't put you in already. There you are. Thank you for subscribing. It's not mandatory to subscribe, and next week I'll do like 30 players, but it is mandatory. I accept all you guys who are subscribers. Tushar, and we'll take like Poppets, and I've got room for 3 more players. And all these guys I don't really know too well, so let me just pick them at random. 1. Anybody who's a subscriber that I forgot? Morales. It's funny, I already picked Solette, but it wasn't because they said, "Can you please accept me?" Unless you're a subscriber and I didn't know, because you're not. Udal. I will take Udal. Does Udal have any rated games? 100 games. Udall just barely qualifies. All right, that's 20 players, guys. We're going to start. I'm sorry I couldn't accept everybody, but I would definitely just flag if I played more than 20 at this pace. If I do 30 next week, I'll be fine with a 40-40 time control. But with 20 players, I really can't do more than 30. I mean, I can't do less than 30-30. Soltigo is our moderator. Thanks for you guys who subscribe to the stream. Arsenal, let's play something different today. A little e5. Our knight. You got distracted. Thank you for subscribing, Antonio. Alright, guys. So, I'd like to play like 40 players, but I need at least, I would need 60-60. Or, 60-30 or something like that. 60 something to do 40 players. I don't know if I could handle that many. I've never done more than 32 or something. The Spanish. Arsenal fan, you play the Spanish? I'm surprised to see you play e4. You've been playing a lot of d4 lately. So Morales may play the French. What kind of Spaniard are you? All right. d4, Epitetos. He's a Spaniard with a Frenchish defense repertoire. All right, Clash I've got white against, which is good. He's pretty tough. All right. The other day, a streamer took 30 opponents. It got crazy. Yeah, I mean, with this time control, it would be... Maybe if I was really good at bullet chess, I don't know. But it's more fun. I don't like to be like super stressed out. I'm already taking too much time probably. Nefedov. We've got to keep Nefedov on his toes with something different. Peart's defense. That's probably not a good idea against a strong player. Akulian. Oh, his bullet rating would make him illegal. But okay, Blitzy's 2300. This is the last guy accepted, kind of a new player. Somebody said King's Indian. Morales, what did I play against you finally? I hate the C3 Sicilian. Oh, he gave himself only 5 extra minutes. Well, I've never been that dumb, but even with 20, it's really hard. Let's see. All right. King's Indian attack. Mr. Coffee. I'm playing the King's Indian there. Poppets. Oh no. Why did I accept you in the simul? Not another London system. Oh man. Yeah, I think that people think Poppets and Clash Kid are the same person. Because they're both from Austria, but it's not. Poppets always plays... He always plays the London system. Oh, man. Alright. I've got to learn to love the London system for black. My problem is that I hate playing against it. Just embrace it. I am your father. Was it some Spanish guy or Hispanic guy from South America? Maybe he's like a Venezuelan or something. No, I know what it is. Costa Rica, right? He was some guy from Costa Rica. That was it. I remember. Good memory. G3. It'd be cool to go to Costa Rica. I wouldn't mind a little vacation right now. Love your enemy. Hate your opponent, like Fischer. No, it's not necessary. All right, Aldistos here. Nefedov played e4, d4, and I don't know if we've ever played that before, Nefedov. I'm pretty sure. Here I can also play d5. My opponent today in my in my Hungarian team championship didn't show up. That was the first time I've had a forfeit victory in a very, very long time, but I'm still kind of tired from like hanging out, walking around for 5 hours. If I could go right home, it would have been fine, but I was like stuck in this place where it would have been like really complicated to get home on my own, so I had to wait for my ride, and it was like forever. So anyway, interesting story, huh? The E3. Alright, here's the Spanish. Maybe my opponent was just afraid of me. My reputation. I haven't lost a game in the team championship for a while. Just in Grandmaster tournaments, I lose all my games. Bishop b5, and what am I doing? I'm playing the Spanish against Arsenal fan. Okay, he's not a big theoretical expert, so I'm not scared. All right, a6, g3. It's like a symmetrical English. Other King's Indian attack. Against Parmenides, I don't know if I've played many of these Neo-Slav positions. We don't have that many games like some of the others. Alright, Morales. This is like the third or fourth time we've had the Budapest Gambit. You know, you should really have another defense to d4. I mean, it's okay, but I want to try something different this time. I've been playing Bishop f4 against him every time. Now, Ayesta, the Slav again. Ayesta, you're going to play a semi-Slav? Another attempt to play mainline Berlin. Wait. Oh. Yeah, here it is. Alright, we can try it, man. I don't really like it, you know, but if you insist, we'll give it a try. Did I play once against you, a Berlin? Make sure to get the simul over in time for the Super Bowl. Actually, Jeroen's not here. He likes American sports. He must be out. Knight f6. And I'm playing the black side. I would never play the Berlin. I can't bring myself to do that. Actually, it's a good opening. All right. Yeah, d3 or queen e2, but d3 is probably better. Why am I playing this lame line of the Panov for black with e6? Move 11 is playing the Queen's Gambit declined. I didn't even realize. New repertoire for him. The whole opening that I know 20 moves deep. The online. He meant to say only, and he said that's the online opening. Wait a minute, what do you mean by online opening? Are you mistyping like only? Or did you mean to type that online opening? Alright, so Sulti go. Just for fun, the bishop b5 attack. Dr. Hannibal says how many players? 20 players. We are answering very old comments from like 20 minutes ago now. Alright. I think the Spanish is fairly straightforward to be in some kind of theory for 15 moves. I mean, it's one of the most explored openings in chess, so yeah, that would pretty much hold. Ayesta, what are we going to do there? Tushar. I don't know why my account's really weird. It says I have one classical game, okay? But it's arbitrary. I don't see why I have one classical game. I must have had more than one. Actually, I guess they were all rapid games. It's weird. So Parmenides with another Slav. You guys are killing me with the Slavs here. You know, I would quit chess if I had to play the London system and the Slav every game. Alright. This is interesting, at least. Maybe a King's Indian or something. Well, d3 right away from Arsenal fan. So, Master is threatening to win a pawn there. It's kind of like a Joko piano with d3. One time I think I allowed a Berlin defense against somebody and I managed to win the game. Here online, I mean. I think I actually played one tournament game years ago. And not too many. A rapid game against Tony Miles once. Akulian is playing e4, right? I usually played the Karo Khan against him in a game or two. I don't know why. Alright, let's play a real King's Indian with white. There was that game we were looking at last week, like c5, knight c4. That was a different position. No, it was the same position, wasn't it? c5, knight c4, castles, knight d6, bishop takes, and knight e4. Kosic versus Prohashka or something. I imagine like castles is more common though. I hate the fact that this mouse I'm using makes the screen roll up and down. What can I do about it? Alright. I need to just order another mouse. This one is functioning at least. Now he's threatening. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people play this, but it never really appealed to me when I was white. He's threatening d5, obviously. I guess you could play knight to d7 here. It's an interesting move. Then d5. Bishop takes f3. Pawn takes f3 is the problem. My teammate, one of my teammates had this exact position like last week or something in Kecskemét. He got nothing with white. When they didn't have the classical format at that time, you played one game with classical time control, which must carry forward. Yeah, apparently. I don't know. But it's really weird. I can't tell because when you look at my games under classical time control, all those old, like, rapid ones remain. So, I don't know. It's really hard to say. Now, take back here. I've been thinking forever. Alright, we got to move it along a little bit. Bishop g4 from Parmenides. The last time I played this was against Heinel Zoltan, who's a Hungarian. Very, very solid Hungarian IM, and it was just a quick draw. But I think I might have a tiny edge in that line I played against him, so let's give it a try. If it wasn't an IM, I would have played for a win. But it was a team match, and it was the first division. I wanted to be very, very solid. Alright. Move 11 is playing the Tartakover variation. He may be well prepared here because I play the same line a lot. H3. I think I had this once, you know, the best for my repertoire is to just transpose to the dragon. What's that? All right, h6 there, the anti-Moscow or Moscow variation. All right, Mr. Coffee. All right, let's play a classical King's Indian, which I don't allow too much because it's very high. What would I say? High maintenance. I have to think a lot, and thinking a lot is hard work. All right, c5 from So Let's See. I lost to you. That was that game where you crushed me, and then there was another game where I won in blitz, apparently. All right, this is a really rare move, this c5 in this position. The temptation is to play b6 right away. Is there any reason? Well, yeah, I mean, knight e5 looks sort of nasty there. But I could play knight fd7. Like b6, knight e5, knight fd7. Or maybe I'm being ridiculous. Like I could just take on c5. Feels like this is dangerous, but it's also principled. Right, this is the Kosich-Prohashka variation. Isn't it? I mean, d5, knight e5. That was the game somebody had, they were asking about last week on like our subscriber stream or something. So and now g6. But if I play like g6, he can play d4. Does that? Well, that's like a tempo loss. I mean, I don't know though. I mean, it's weird. g6, d4. Bishop g7. Should be fine for black. I don't know the theory too well there on the black side of the Lopez. We got another King's Indian against, well actually we're playing the King's Indian. Who's playing the King's Indian? I hate this symmetrical King's Indian. Awkward. Botvinnik. Against Aldisto. I don't know, am I supposed to play like a3 there? Queen e7, interesting move. He could just win the pawn back, but instead he plays queen e7. What's the difference? Man. Yeah, unfortunately there's no late joining the simul. It's a feature. Once Thibault tried to argue to me that for some reason it was not necessary or something, but I still think that regardless of whatever his argument was that made some sense, I still think that late join should be allowed in simuls. He had some logical argument for why he didn't want to add it, but I still don't see why it would hurt. Just didn't really need it, he said, or something. Okay. Whatever. I'm sure he has other priorities, but I still think it would be cool. All right, what are we doing here? Knight c3. Tartakover and Taras are different people and different openings. Now Kulian plays bishop e2. I mean, normally you would see bishop c4 here with h3 played, you know? I mean, this is weird. or a knight. I have two ways to play here. I've played c4, and then I've also played it like a King's Indian attack. And once I had a game against some German IM where I played like b3 and c4, but that felt really lame. I am late, that's why I'm angry. Well, yeah. Were you angry because you're late, or late because you're angry? Cause and effect. Alright, let's just play a normal KIA. Move 11 takes on c4. This is the Fanci Imre approach, which is a very, very solid Hungarian IM. There's some drawbacks to d takes c4, but it's very hard to exploit it. Now he has to play his g6. Alright, what have I done here? Just bishop d3. The Nefedov attack with h3. It's like a modified Nefedov. We're gonna have another King's Indian attack, possibly. After I've played bishop a4. Huh. Now I might have to play like b5, and didn't I have this against someone else recently? Something of this sort. But actually, if I play b5, he can take on b5. No. No, that's not wise. I might have to do b5. I could also do knight d7, but actually, what's wrong with knight d7? If d5, knight... I can't. Knight d7, knight d5, I have to move my knight. Which is weird, because I don't have a good place to put the knight, other than b8. Which is really lame. No one actually ever had the guts to play this move against me, but I don't see why it's bad. Alright, normal King's Indian. b6 is supposed to be a bad move. Maybe it's not so easy to exploit it, I don't know. But it does look wrong. Let's just get a lot of... I've got to be careful here which way I recapture. Yeah. Uday, playing mainline King's Indian. Mar del Plata. And now, e6, d5, knight somewhere. We're knight a5 right away. Knight a5 right away worries me a little because of stuff like e5 somehow. I think I need to play e6. Mr. Coffee. Alright, now move 11. My chair was making a weird sound. Thought it was rain. Alright, 55 minutes. We're still in time. Another King's Indian. Let's play something different. Well, we've got our old standard bishop g5 variation. Now this is a plan I've seen occasionally, like b6 and king b7. Is that normal here? Don't know. I think so. Isn't this like a normal line? You hate the Marshall Gambit for white or for black? Or both? Which way am I recapturing here? Queen takes b6, knight c3, knight a4 type of ideas. I'm definitely not taking with the knight. It's just a question of the pawn or the queen. Pawn somehow might be like more solid. I'm not really sure. Kind of a strange variation. Alright, mainline Tarash now. And Uday played this knight d7, so I mean I've always played this like with the pawn sacrifice c5, I think. I'm not sure if it's necessarily the best move or not. Bishop e6. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Let's just develop. And now Nefedov, I had a game like awfully similar to this against someone else recently. I need to get his white squared bishop, I think, before it's too late. This is bringing back some vague memories. I have b4 trying to win a pawn. But it's crazy, like b4, bishop a4. That would be unpleasant. Bishop e7, knight d7. So there are other moves. I mean, the thing is, if I ever play knight a5 and knight takes b3, it takes the a pawn, and I have problems with weaknesses on the queen side. So I'm not sure it's that easy. I don't know. Knight to d7. Knight d7, d5. Knight d7, d5, knight d7. Knight d7 seems passive, but it stops certain things. I don't know why I want to play this move. Alright, very classic position here. This is so far standard. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do next. And you can play like b5 and knight a5 and pretend it's a normal Lopez. But it seems like kind of a lame plan. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me here. It's not a King's Indian. It's a Roy Lopez, and you have to be a little bit more reserved with crazy stuff like trying to attack on the king side. Queen e8. I've seen the idea of Queen e8 in these positions. Then after, let's say, bishop c2, what do you do? All right, I don't know. Right now, Poppets goes knight c4 now, but It's not the same position. I mean, I'm already castled. So there's these weird tactical tricks like d6, dc, bc, knight takes d6. Strange. I could also play b5 here. No. Alright, no. Why does white not want to castle, like, in this type of position? And then he has knight d6 again. Alright guys, I'll be right back. I knew I should have gone before we started the simul, but alright. So, always go before you start the long car ride. Knight takes e5. I don't know. What's up here? This is standard. This is standard. Let me castle, please. What is that? We need informations. What is that? No names that are 16 characters long. All right. F5. Bishop A3, or what are we doing here? Just knight D2. Take. I'm playing a little too fast here. Yeah, Boris Spassky Jr., move 11, is trying to equalize stealthily with this rather rare line. There's a queen problem in some positions here. I was just working on that with one of my other students. D6. Yeah, I thought maybe we'll do without the A3 today. This is what I thought you played. I've played this a few times, Arsenal fan. I mean, it's, you know, it's a very solid setup for white. What am I going to do now? Rook E8. You know, standard stuff. You like Rook E8 and try to play D5 or something. Against puppets, I was just stalling. But now I can play D6. I mean, this looks okay. All right. Right. And now what? Yeah, this is a game I had with like Igor Novikov or Strapunsky or someone once, where it was a draw. I didn't know what to do here. I think maybe another game even more recently than that. Lord Jesus Christ just played h6. Okay, what's up? Kind of tempting to play Queen a6 here and prevent him from castling. Only live once, but my development is getting kind of slow. I think it's alright. Tushar Kande playing a very, very old variation. I think, like, it's not regarded as good by theory, but it's not that easy to refute it. I was never that convinced by the book refutation. Alright, c5, a6, kind of weird. a6 looks slow. Looks slow here, but I also have a lot of weaknesses on the queen side. Take, bishop e3, something like that, maybe. Queen c2, no. That should be a queenside weakness. Now, Uday played f4. We've got to watch for f3, and it's tempting to play here. I guess we'll just go with our gut instinct. Yeah, Apathetos. I've seen some funny games where white actually moves this bishop back along this diagonal, but it's kind of debatable. This looks like a weird move. Wow, so early. I don't remember seeing that, like... Do I have knight g5? Maybe just knight f4? What does knight g5 even do? He plays bishop e8. Okay, I don't know. You kind of guilted me into playing this with white. I don't know the theory. And I certainly never saw this happen. So early in the position. Wow, c5. Seems kind of strange. And now g6. Takes, knight takes. Then I'm going to have to move my queen again. Do I have any kind of tactical tricks? Knight takes c6 or something? Queen a4. Okay, let's say pawn takes pawn, knight takes pawn, bishop c4, b5, bishop takes d5, I don't know, I'm gonna like lose on time soon. Arsenal fan thinks he just made a mistake. That's a good news. That's a piece of good news. All right. Take back just took on c5. I don't recall ever facing that before. However, that doesn't mean that it's a bad move. I just don't recall a lot of things. All right. This is really weird with this knight on c4 just sitting there. Immediate. Ayeste joins the ranks of players who did this, but now wait a minute. If I go bishop h5, you have like d5 or g4, bishop g6, d5. Okay, so I have to take. That sucks. That wasn't the plan. Aura Knight, ironically, like Attila Sebe, my friend who's GM, also played this move against me. And like after the game, he was like, "Oh, I can't believe that I did pawn takes e4. Like, it's what was I thinking? You know, that was that was like exactly what Sebe said like directly after the game. Like, oh my god, I'm such an idiot." And Achillean did the same move. Knight to d5. Yeah, move 11. That looks weird. Can I just take on d5? All right, now, can we win a pawn safely there? h6 looks like a mistake. Now, Arsenal fan, you're like, your idea of a mistake is like, you must be, it's like Magnus Carlsen's definition of, I think I just made a mistake. Like, what are you talking about? All right. If you made a mistake, it's so infinitesimal that no one can even tell. Here, it's utterly standard position. I just made a mistake. I was hoping for some kind of ridiculous blunder. He's like knight e3. So I don't remember how my game with Seba went. I just had a really good position. e5 right away. I don't know. Rook e1 looks good. Overprotecting the strong point. But this is probably my last chance to play e5. So we should consider it. This kind of doesn't look like it does anything. Alright, so queen takes g6. Is there some kind of weird trick? I mean, bishop f5. There was a guy, a national master from the US who let me do this. That's the only reason I even play this variation, so I can do like queen takes g6 against people. It's just a fun move to play. Alright. I just need to get my pieces out here. Not too exciting. b6 maybe, but he's got bishop f4. Maybe I should consider knight to d5. It's not a ridiculous idea. Knight d5, bishop h6, takes, queen f4, and then get mated in one. That is a ridiculous idea. Alright. So here I thought bishop c4, b5, then we're simply taking, but I can also take with a knight on d5. I don't think it makes a difference though. Knight takes d5, pawn takes c4, queen b7. You know, triple exclam. There's this, you know, chess notation where you're putting exclamation point or double exclamation point. And when it's an exaggeration. This looks like a slight weakening of black's queen side, so I thought we can do something here. But who knows? Epithetos is playing like I did against Boris Gulko 20 years ago with black. I lost this position. That was the reason why I started playing. It was that game that made me start playing this variation for white. I was like, oh man, I never want that to happen again. Yes. And now a very important move. He's threatening this nasty cheapo that doesn't work, actually. He's actually threatening this, probably. I was going to go here. I guess I like that best. I guess I could take, but that just improves his king. But I don't want his knight coming to b5 in this situation. Okay, bishop f5. And now, we don't have a lot of squares to go to. This should suffice. Okay, I just played like the standard, wow, f5 right away from Alisto. I was looking at these with colors reversed recently, and it's always been my reaction to play f4 to stop f5, but looking at some master games with colors reversed, I noticed that, you know, quite a number of players would actually allow f5, like Kramnik, for instance, would allow f5 or f4 in this case. Like it's not so bad or something. I always thought it was just automatically bad, but maybe it's not so clear-cut. Does weaken some squares in black's position. All right, I need to move a little faster here. I'm going to stick with what I know. Stick with what you know. Yeah, the classic knight a3 in the c3 Sicilian. a6 or no a6? That is the question. Try to keep it simple. Yeah, h6, that looks like a kind of good move. h6, is that what I said? I had my chance to play knight g5 and I didn't do it. And I'm starting to wonder if that was a bad thing. I should have taken my opportunity to do that, but whatever. Gulko did a very early d5 against me in said game. I'm not sure how good it is here. We got to do something. Ah, this move. Bishop takes d8, bishop takes e2, knight takes e2, rook takes d8. Wow. I don't have much. This move was definitely not on my radar. Queen d6, e4. That is a strange move, kind of. Knight d2 looks passive for white. Much worse than your last bad move, I think. All right, let's move it along a little bit here. Bishop e6. always a bad square. That's my feeling about it. Now I have like nothing. Kramnik. What would Kramnik do? Queen b7. Queen b7. And then like queen a6 or something. Does this do anything? Wow, he wanted to play rook a6 and he did it anyway in this position. Interesting. That's what a5 was about. Just wanted to do that. Very well. Well, one of the things about this particular variation is that I don't have to castle kingside. Okay. What's my plan now? Knight there. Oh, e4? Not in this position. It's kind of a weird situation. Knight d3 I've never seen happen in this kind of line. Played a little too automatically somehow. And now black is threatening what? Nothing. This is the exact same position I have on the other board, except I'm colors reversed. It's just a standard Tarash, right? Knight g5 there would be kind of irritating. But I don't like taking unprovoked. Maybe b6. That's a standard line. I don't know. Bishop g4 is also. Okay, it's better with an extra move, isn't it, for white? Better to have an extra move. Loopy Pie Loopy, what's up? Aura Knight with the funny move, Bishop d7. Kind of, I don't know what's going on here. What is black doing? Take with the queen defends the pawn. And then I could even play b4. We can also take with the knight. Actually, I think both are good. Now the only thing I have to be careful of is like f3 here. So probably I should play that. This bishop f3. I've done similar things. Occasionally it's not so bad. White is solid, albeit it's a little bit boring. To watch my queen side, I can't just drop my a7 pawn with something like rook c8. Maybe I can though. He can't actually take it, can he? His bishop will get trapped. But there's very limited benefit of rook c8. I mean, what does rook c8 even do? Here I was hoping I was winning material. Yes. Is this a blunder or a good move? Queen a6, b5? Or maybe just queen a6, pawn takes pawn. White might be a tiny bit better, no? Right, and so, can I play bishop takes e6 here? Do I just have to take back? Yeah, that's fine. I mean, optically, this looks good for me. I like knight to d4. I guess it's not so easy, though. I like that my knight on d4 is unprotected. Knight d4, f6. The old a4 is good. h3, like the lame prophylactic move. c3, weakening my white squares. All right, now this pawn, can I do anything with that? Not really, huh? There's no threat. Queen a4 is a normal square in these type of lines. If we can call this a line. But queen a4, he has a lot of moves, even like bishop d7, that looks strange, but I also have bishop f4, repositioning my bishop now. Maybe I should wait on that. Okay, I have no clue. Right. e6. e6 is in the air, but I thought bishop e2. Okay, now what are we doing now? Not so easy to make progress. Kind of need to coordinate all of my pieces. Okay, so this pawn is looking pretty ripe. Very subtle. I don't think I'm going to be committing to castling kingside just yet. Arsenal. It almost looks like he wants me to go d5. So just keep him busy. You have that queen c5, but there's no bishop takes c3. Where should I put my bishop? Bishop a2, Bishop b1 ideas. Okay, this is kind of a weird move. Rook c8. The Slav player in you. Maybe not so bad, though. Pawn's hanging. Damn it. I don't want to go knight e3 just yet, or do I have to? Well, if I play b3 and you play d5, you undouble my pawns for me. So it's kind of a tough call. It's like playing Kamsky. My friend Albert Bokrosh lost to Kamsky in the European Championship 2 years ago in a London system. Just bored him to death, and then he blundered. I was going to reinforce my center here. b5. b5 weakens my queen side. Might be better just to play something like bishop g4. It does freeze his knight on a3 though. What the heck? Alright. To be afraid of everything. Nefedov is threatening bishop h6 type of stuff. Which is mildly inconvenient. Is he going to sacrifice a piece? Maybe I should take his bishop. Let's see, castles, bishop h6, bishop f6. f4, king h8. Yeah, maybe I should just pull the trigger on this. Rather than being afraid of ghosts all the time. Now knight b3. I'm kind of glad I didn't play d5 now. Yet. a5. Random move. f4, f6 gets kind of weird. Maybe I overextend myself a little bit here. I don't like black's position either, but it's pretty strange, honestly. Knight e4, knight b3. Knight b3 now might even be a good move. Knight b3, rook b8, knight c5. I'm always talking about how that's a bad square, but in this particular position it might not be that bad. Anyway, I'm getting a little too low on time for this nonsense. So okay, f5, inordinately risky for black. Sorry guys, I can't really, answer all the comments in the chat room. I decided to play this kind of safely. But what to do now? do now. I'm acting like Bob from Twin Peaks. I just say the word that the other person said. My favorite character from the new Twin Peaks, Bob. Is Bob here today? Speaking of Bob. Yeah, I was a little unsure about Queen B3. But maybe this isn't so bad. Alright. Now what? Ultra solid player. The Lord. Oh, Bob is here. He's like commentating as we talk. Alright, that's funny. Bob. But wait, that's not Bob I'm talking about. I'm crazy. Sorry. It's not Bob. It's a different character. lichess.org is down. Don't even joke about this. Let's try to refresh it right away. There it is. See how smart I am? Like, I knew it wasn't down. I knew it wasn't down. I just trust lichess so much. Both sides are solid. All right. I don't know. This guy's so solid. This is stupid structure and bad bishop, but white's still not worse. It's something about the position, like his control of e5. Optically, it looks like he has a bad structure and he has a bad bishop, but if I trade, his king is well placed in the center. And his stupid bishop is actually not that bad. That is maybe the biggest deceptive thing about the position. Like, it's actually not that bad of a bishop. Why do I keep saying Bob? Where do I put this bad bishop? Speaking of bad bishops. Played a6, which is irritating, and he starts stuffing my white squares. Alright, whatever. This looks good for me. But we have to be a little bit careful, no doubt. Knight takes c5, knight b5, knight takes, bishop takes e5. What am I talking about? All right. Pawn takes is ridiculous. I'm not doing that. I guess I'm doing bishop takes. I like how Soltigo like went to watch the Super Bowl pregame show or something. All right, Rook c8. Interesting. Yeah, I was a little concerned about that. But I mean, aren't I winning a pawn? No. No, the answer is no. All right. Well, we can play check. Always play check. It might be mate. But this is not that clear. Probably I should. Black should be a little bit better here. Why do I want to play rook fc8? Oh, I know why. Okay. And what happened? g5 coming to get me? Football is rigged. Any sports bettor can tell you that. I'm sure like every game can be rigged. But somehow I doubt that's possible. Alright. What do we got? Any kind of e6? Pawnage. All right, very dynamic. Pawn takes. What are we doing? Now I like my bishops. I like my bishops a lot. Although, let's just get developed a little more. What did Gadakamsky do now? He's like the ultimate London system expert. Bishop f8. Is there some sort of tactic here? b5. Takes, takes, takes. No, he can't do that. Okay. Right. Guess. Any tactics? We have tactics. Lots of them. Taking on d4 twice and then knight takes e4 looks a little unrealistic. We take on d4 twice and then just move our knight somewhere and then take his rook on a1. Or we can just win a pawn on b4. Like, everything's possible. Maybe I'll start doing this against Soltigo, like being as boring as you can, just to frustrate him or something. This looks really promising. Hope I'm not closing it up too much there. Getting confusing. This is getting a little confusing. Great. All right, what did he play? Bishop g6. What are we doing here? His bishops are pretty strong in that position. I'm just going to take the pawn. All right, I was going to change queen position there. This might be a mistake for black. I thought he should try to lock it up objectively. Black obviously is in a very bad situation here. No real counterplay. Count castle. I guess to play queen a5 now. Kind of a weird move that I don't understand. I'm having trouble kind of constructing a plan. I wouldn't mind trading queens there. My king doesn't feel safe. Nefedov didn't go for the direct attack. I can play like c5 maybe. That weakens me though. I don't know. But you got to do something though. First of all, get to the safer place for the king. Okay, what happened now? Knight e3. Threatening some sort of d5. Huh. e5, e6, I mean. The e6-alator. Let's do it. Check. I like my positions, though, for the most part. Black's getting some counterplay here, though. How serious is it? Well, I'm not in any danger. Pawn grabber. A pawn grabber from way back. And man, Black's king looks very questionable here. White has a strong center, Mr. Arsenal fan, but you're still looking kind of sketchy on the long diagonal. Okay, f4. I've been waiting for that from Nefedov. I'm not sure how deadly it is. Doesn't look like fun, though. Does not look like a lot of fun for me. f5. Maybe I need to play f5, seriously. Now here I thought I have an in-between move. Knight e5. The problem is that this may not be that deadly. Maybe I'm just a little better, but nothing special. Rook a d1. All right, this position is weird. Getting weirder and weirder. Traded queens. We got no results yet. That's not good. Take back is very solid. You have rook h7, sir. But there's all sorts of crazy stuff here. c5. Obviously d6. d6 looks a little too direct. f4 I was thinking was good. Not so easy to break him down. f4, he can take. Knight e4, queen f4 check. So I have to be a little bit patient here. Alright. Wow, that move totally took me by surprise. c4 for move 11. It's kind of strange. Pawn looks weak. His ideas of queen b4. Wow. Right. Okay, there's no entry points for black along the f-file, so I think we should try to just bust them directly. Mr. Coffee has used a lot of time playing good moves pretty much. Probably still in book there. You found that. The bishops versus knights. Yeah, this is a funny position. I'm not sure that I even want to trade bishop for knight here. Normally that would be routine, but I'm not certain. Did he just blunder a tactic, or is this like a planned thing? Move 11's been pretty sharp lately, but I think he might have missed this. I didn't see b2 hanging. Where did your queen jump, like a knight or something? I mean, this has got to be good for white, right? He's sacking the exchange. It's too slow for h5, isn't it? But maybe not. He's going to play bishop h6 there. So what's up next? I'm up a pawn here, but it's not like white's without counterplay. To be a little careful, that knight on e3. He looks sort of nasty. Knight c6 though. Okay, we're up a pawn for whatever it's worth. Knight g4, oops. Va banque. I have knight e4. This is a problem. This is definitely a problem. I think I have to go here. Simple calculation. Up a pawn for the exchange. I have queen b3. Among other things, it looks pretty good. He's got some attack on the king side, but it shouldn't really be enough. Sack the exchange here, but it's a little over the top. Where did my advantage go? That just stops everything, pretty much. Hold on a second. Okay, now we have to go to blitz mode. We're going to play super solid. I was so optimistic about this, but now I have nothing. It's so disappointing. This is absolutely strong for white. Nefedov, what's up? What happened? King h7. Black has some counterplay, I guess. Alright, this is, contrary to popular belief, this is not the Benko Gambit. I thought it was just sacked his queen. I was like, I thought I'd hung something. Definitely didn't expect it. So I can play c4 anyway. How do you like that? It's gone. Move 11 really thinks it's the Benko Gambit. Alright. We're up a pawn here, but it looks kind of difficult to convert. Nefedov offers a draw. I guess I'm not better. I'm not a lot worse either. But given all the games, I've got no, no games finished. I'm going to take the draw. All right. What happened now? Oh man, bishop d7. Was my knight trapped in mid-board? That's sort of perverse. Actually, all my pieces are trapped in mid-board. Check him out, man. Just crushed me. I'm losing a piece here. I'm just losing a piece. I have to try this. Typical C3 Sicilian. Do I have queen b6? Still, it's a very solid line for black. That is played here by Lord Jesus. Rook e2. Holding on. Sacrificial. Bishop takes g4. Maybe this is the safest bet. I'm a little scared of that line. Okay, guys. What's up? Oh man, I missed bishop f8. Oh no. Okay, worst case scenario, I lose that pawn back. It's still not the end of the world. Obviously, it's a huge disappointment. Knight a2 is really bad. Should really be winning this. And I was just kidding about the Benko Gambit thing. You don't have to really have compensation, you know? How can you do that? b6. We win an exchange. Here I thought I had rook takes h6. But I only have one rook left, you know? This is a brilliant hallucination. Thinking you have more rooks than you do. Happens to me all the time. Okay, this is just a kind of typical position. Looks about equal. I didn't get anything in the opening. I don't know what to do now. I try to offer a draw. I don't know if he wants to draw, but he might think he's better. He might be better, I don't know. Queen here, check. That's nasty. You gonna get away? That looks really nasty. Check out move 11 with the compensation. I can't even play b3. This is really irritating. Rook c1, queen takes a2, rook takes c4. Rook takes b2, rook c8 check. I don't know what to do. So king c7, we're just crashing through here. Won an exchange. My queen is a little out of play. Rook ad1. Standard London system. Got to be a little careful I'm not worse here. Although my king is really good. This ending is pretty double-edged. c5. I don't know what to do. Knight takes. Knight takes. Pawn takes. This should be winning. I can also take on g7. Maybe that's even stronger. No, not really. Wow, he just leaves his queen on prise. I think our knight is watching the football game. Oh no, it's not on yet. Anyway, you guys, I don't know if you even like the NFL. Knight takes b2, winning a pawn. Take it. Knight takes h6. Only chance? The only chance variation. And I guess we are a little bit better here. But once again, I'm not in love with taking that knight on c3. Defends his pawn. All right, I'm gonna win the queen or something. f4. What we got here? We gotta play for the initiative. Oh, he has like an answer to that too. Just piece up. I don't play the Berlin defense. I guess I have to play here now. Our knight blundered badly. Elf needs food. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter, come to think of it. It doesn't make a difference. His move wasn't so bad. How do I make progress here? All right, I let the time get a little bit too low, obviously. That's okay. Thought I was winning out of hand here. He has some sort of defense. We're just up the exchange. G4, naturally. That just wins. So I'm losing to Clash Kid. He hasn't beaten me in a while. But I didn't want to play that. You forced me. Alright, good game. We lost that one. Now you've got counterplay here. I've got to recapture. Sometimes I forget to recapture stuff. King h7. No way to break through. Oh, man. Rook exchange. A little scared. Black's got some play there. What's up? All right. My queen is out of position. GCEW. Okay. He's deceptively tough. I have knight b5 now. Or b5. Yeah, I don't know how to win this, given the time restriction. Up a couple pawns, but it's not so easy. Have that. Maybe I should have been materialistic against Morales. More materialistic. He's going to punish me here if I'm not careful. Ah, bishop d7. All right. c3 was played. And the knight is scary. Got to get to the G file. Well, I don't know. Queen takes. Rook takes e4. Capture. Good, I saw that. That's good. All right, this has got to be decisive. He's on my f7 pawn. Might have to live with that. He's gonna have issues too. All right, queen e5. Damn. Bothering me constantly with irritating threats. Down the exchange for nothing. There's going to be a bunch of draws, I think. I'm not sure what to do here. Now a4, that weakens his queen side. Looks a little suspicious. And maybe I'm worse. Lord Jesus Christ, this is just too solid for black. All right. This is getting really irritating. E4. Maybe I'll give him a pawn to just stop him from bothering me. Now I have rook b7 playing for a win. Maybe it's worth it. How is he going to answer that? Maybe my knight is screwed up, though. I don't know. I'm just too low on time. Just too low on time. Uh-oh, there's the knight g4. The usual standard plan, practically. Seen it all before. I have no idea what to do here. Draw. Draw. Here we have some chances. Queen e8. What happened? Queen c6, h5. Slightly better here. Obviously, we're a pawn up. Time has really caused problems. Just gonna drop this pawn, man. You can't just drop a pawn. Okay, and then here, knight e8, knight takes d5. And he has like a trick. Knight takes d5 tactic. It's ridiculous. King f8 maybe. Asking for trouble. Okay, Rich just couldn't resist some kind of weird piece sacrifice. And it's on my c4 pawn too. I didn't see that at all. Rook takes d7. Whoa. Okay, we're up a pawn here, but I'm not sure what I'm doing. This is pretty boring. C3 Sicilian, we got to come up with something else, man. They're just killing me. White might be like infinitesimally better there. So is this really a perpetual or something? Just a speculative piece sacrifice. He couldn't help himself. What happened? King h6. That's fine. Good game so far. There. Queen b2. Constantly on my stuff. Can never free myself. I'm a pawn up for nothing the whole game and I don't know how to win. It's pretty weird. Okay, we're a piece up here. Piece out. How about rook a7, something constructive? Putting my pawns on the wrong color. It's really brilliant. He's changing his mind. Okay, up the exchange. What happened? Mighty king. Okay, here we're just up the exchange for nothing. Let's lock the queen side. We got 5 wins, 5 draws, 1 loss so far. Not sure if this was the best move or not. Seems like I might have done something stupid there. H5, which I more or less expected. Maybe I have knight c1. It's really tough to beat that guy. Okay, now my knight is under attack. Crazy endgame there. Look at this move. Knight e4. Whoa. Rook c8. Okay. I have rook g7. Put my pawn on h5. That was really kind of a dumb thing to do. Probably not a big deal, but okay, knight h7. Down in it. Queen g8 isn't mate. That's a new catchphrase for you. He's coming with the crazy stuff. This was my plan. It would be good to stick to it. Better. Knight b3. What happened? b5. Now we almost have something. But we don't. Queen e6. What is this? I'm just losing there against Morales. Where? Such an amazing defender. GCW. We should be winning this somehow. Speaking of amazing defenders. Does this even work? Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously in trouble here. Why would you offer me a draw here? I mean, it's really, like, bad for black. Okay, clearly better. Wow, this is a wild ending. Crazy position. What is going on with his king over there? It's kind of funny. What does this move do? Okay, queen somewhere. We should be winning this. Queen g2. Knight takes d5, pawn takes d5. Actually, even better. Oh, you have perpetual right away. That's pretty resourceful to come up with. What happened? I thought maybe this check first. This guy's really strong. So this perverse draw, which was almost unpreventable. All right. Unclear how strong this player is, but he's giving me a hell of a time. You just take here. The problem is how to make progress. A4. Yeah, nice game. All right. That was a sound piece sacrifice. Maybe I'm like worse now. No, but this is unbelievable. The defense here is excellent. Be careful I'm not worse. Rook A1 check. What the heck? I have to be winning this somehow. Knight B3. That's awkward. Wow, he's gonna give up this pawn. Maybe I'm too slow. B2 check? What? Now what do I do? Does anybody know? Alright. Yes. Rook takes pawn. Rook takes pawn check, king there. That. Ooh, all hell is breaking loose. I have a bad feeling about this. Wait a minute. I mean, knight c4 check looks good. Just saw that. No, 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 no. What's happening? Yes. What's that? Black's getting desperate there. Now what? Yes, I have to sack a piece. Am I lost? I had a feeling I have to be okay there somehow. Now I can play G5. Rook on the 7th. How do I even make progress? This is a winning king and pawn endgame, isn't it? We can wait a move and play H4 first. And then what? All right. Well, I need to go after his pawns, I guess. Yeah, maybe I'm an idiot. Not so easy. But I would never offer someone a draw here with black. I mean, you have 0 chances to win and every way to lose. But maybe if you defend perfectly, you could draw. Okay, this is winning. That stupid mouse. Now h5, no, king c7, king g6, king takes pawn, king h5. Looks like we're gonna have to make progress on the king side. All right. Yeah. Slightly better. How do we win this? We could take the pawn for starters. I don't know. Take there, check, there, takes. I didn't see this check at all. That's good. Good job, me. We did not see an obvious check. I guess I'm not looking for knight check there on the back rank, but it's pretty easy to see. What's happening? H6 check? What happened? Okay, knight here. Now what's going on? King g6, king d6. I can improve my knight. Got to get him off of e5. This looks really hard to win. I dropped another pawn. Where is he going over there? Where are you going? Over there. Man. Why is it so damn hard to make progress here? Excuse my friendly language. Okay, this probably is a draw. I mean, objectively. Losing my mind with this game. That's where you're going. I was wondering, and like, that's hard to see. Knight takes, only pretty good. He's getting the pawn back, or maybe not. What happened? Bishop c3. Momentary progress? Not really. Not really. Yeah, but I have a check. What does that do? Wait, h4 is hanging, right? Can't hurt to throw that in. Should be winning this. Okay, what happened? Bishop d5. Like king here. It's a good thing I saw that move. Holy shit. I'm almost losing. He's got 40 seconds left and he's almost going to win. Gotta be kidding me. How could he, man, find a way to do that? All right. Wait a minute now. Well, go for the other pawn, I guess. All right, knight. Thought I had a check, but I don't. But I can go h4, right? That was the point. All right. Yes, finally a resolution. Now bishop d6 is pretty nasty, isn't it? But he's got more checks for me. Right. Well, he has a defense to that too. Oh man, right. This guy is unbelievable. King where? Oh yeah, of course. Thank you for taking that one, because the other way, like I don't know how long the game would go on. If you went back to c7, we'd be here till tomorrow. So I gave him a pawn unnecessarily here. That's a good idea. I mean, he's always on the... Okay, I've fallen for some sort of trick. An amazing, insane trick. You gotta be kidding me. No. Yes. What was my last move? King e5. All right. He played the b4. Well, getting confused again. What happened? King g7. God, it's like a cheapo. have king g5. Now, objectively, this is probably a draw. But I have king f5 here. And that's a mate. h3. I don't know, why did I play h3? h3 is a really, really bad move. Bishop f3. Wait. So this is mate, right? It's a draw. We got 1 loss, 6 draws, 8 wins. Too many draws. I don't know what's going on here, actually. I think he's got some sort of tricks up his sleeve. Yeah, this is why it was a mistake to play h3. I could have played bishop d7, I just failed to see it. I mean, I guess there's still symbolic chances to win, but... And I totally screwed this up. No idea what's going on here now. Yeah, this is absolutely a draw. What happened? Bishop c2. Maybe we have chances to just mate him there. I'm up pawn in this knight ending. Maybe it's not so easy. I managed to win the game against Solitsi, but I missed a lot of checks and stuff there. This is kind of weird. Rook h2. I mean, is there another choice, honestly? Is there possible winning chances there? I think it's a draw by rep after king e5. b4. My knight is totally offsides. If I play b4, I mean, what else can I do though? He can just repeat the other way. Tushar, like, I offered a draw, man. Are you gonna win? I thought that was a draw by repetition last move. That's kind of weird. I have h7 winning. I think it's winning. Rook h8. Always mate. Yeah, this is a draw. Alright, dude. You were down a pawn. You were a little lucky, but I guess you were never lost completely. This Wasn't my best technique due to lack of time. I couldn't get my queen off of a4 against Tushar. King c4 now. Well, this looks like it's a straight up draw. Well, I have a pawn for whatever it's worth, but I don't really see how I'm gonna draw this. I mean, not draw this. So I can corral his knight somehow. That's pretty fantastic concept. But you never know. Okay, I have how many pawns? E4, B4. I'm out of the box. Get in the box. King E5, King G6, King D5, B4, pawn takes pawn, king there. But I have E4, B4, take, E5, B3. He's too fast. So I have to play like King E5, King G6, King D5, B4, pawn takes, King C4, King takes G5, King takes B4, King F5, King C3, King E4, King D2. It's a draw. Oh man, you're kidding. I'm a pawn up and I can't win in a king and pawn ending. I'm just one square outside of the box. Is there some weird plan here? Oh, that sucks. I could play King F6. Wait a minute. Oh my god. I'm a genius. King F6, B4. Take, King F7, B3, G6 check. Alright, we're going to go for it. This is a draw. But you never know. Maybe there's some weird way to do this. He played King G8, but that should cost him the key tempo that loses the game. I thought he should have tried B4. Maybe it doesn't matter. He resigned. What about the queen ending? Like, I think we can mutually queen, and then I'm like playing a queen ending with queen and pawn versus queen. I think that's what should happen. So Tushar, but it shows only one accuracy, but you really did only make one inaccuracy. Okay, he resigned. This is my only game left. 11 wins, 7 draws, 1 loss. Yeah, because Clash Kid beat me early. He was like, well, I'm not going to be the last game today, you know. And then he just like beat me with the Berlin defense in 20 moves. Ayesta missed a clear win in the ending or earlier. Okay, I mean, I'm never winning that position. It's a draw. You just didn't want to repeat and draw. But okay, yeah, it's very possible. I believe you if you say you were winning. But it was really a sloppy game. I mean, you dropped the G6 pawn for basically nothing, and then you did find counterplay. The ending was interesting. And I'm curious where you had a win. You dropped 2 pawns in the late opening and sacked a bishop for a non-essential existent perpetual. Yeah, you're lucky I was in really bad time pressure at that point, Arsenal fan. Oh, man, this is a draw. But we gotta try. We gotta try. Maybe it's not so easy. It's like one of those study-like endings. It's not so clear. I might be winning this. He's like dominated. Knight G1, knight F4. What does he do? I mean, maybe it's a draw. There's not enough pawns left, but the knighting games are fascinating. 9 o'clock. Right, so now knight F4. His knight is like Zugzwang. I have a waiting move. And what does my waiting move do anyway? I was getting excited like I was winning somehow. Well, it's still not done yet. What would Wesley So do? Close but no cigar. Light on the rim is dim. I don't think this is realistic to win this position. That's a lot of draws. I'm like a draw specialist. Let's try one more time. I miss everyone. Clash Kid, I thought you could have played on in your game. It was 2 pawns for a piece. Yeah, I didn't really count the pawns. I was so disgusted with myself. Okay, this is not so simple. Except for the fact that it's simple. It's pretty freaking simple, man. Anyway, guys, thanks for playing today. I had fun. We're going to be back tomorrow morning with Blitz and Classical Chess. 10 a.m. CET here on lichess. Now, where's the next move? F2. Mate. Alright, man. Good game. I wasn't quite winning. Poppets just resigned. That was a surprise. I thought I was like in trouble against him. He sacked an exchange on D7. So we lost to Clash Kid. You thought I should play on in the final position? Clash Kid had 8 cent upon loss. I'm curious, where did we leave book? This has totally never been played. I was like, what is that? Wait a minute. Oh, so I played a new move. 92. Well, that's not a surprise. I mean, I know the knight goes there in a lot of positions. So I was like, okay, I'll just put it on E2. Knight G5 is apparently pretty strong, but I think it's pretty standard, you know? This is the one game I lost. I really just missed like how simply bishop d6 and everything just goes away. I mean, e6 is a bad move, I guess. I just have to play like knight d5 and you're at least equal after king b7. I mean, I think there's nothing for white. Computer disagrees. Okay, maybe it's not true. This looks like a kind of normal position, but I don't play this, man. I don't want any part in this in a tournament game. I just decided to play it today for fun, but this is not promising for white. I missed this, you know, bishop d6. Actually, you could play it right away. And I have nothing after that. Well, this is just a horrible blunder. Being fancy. To play like rook e1 or something, and it's just equal. Knight g4. Geometrically getting my own knights. Plus this knight will have to retreat back here, and then I lose the piece on e6. It's just really dumb. And then I thought I had something, but, you know, rook h8, and this is attacked. So I just resigned here. I didn't really see how I can play on, honestly. But like he says, it's only 2 pawns for a piece. But it's pretty bad. If I play g3, I weaken my king side, so I have to do this. And then this is forced, I guess. It's 3 connected passed pawns. Okay, I see your point, you know. This is actually a position a lot of people could mess up, theoretically. Yeah. Yeah, good point. Anyway, good job, guys. It was fun. Next week, I think I'll do a longer simul, like 40 minutes and 40 seconds per move for like 30 players, because I have a little bit extra time next week. All right, guys. So thank you for watching. Thanks for playing and subscribing to the channel here on Twitch. International Master William Paschall. Have a great Super Bowl. Thanks, Soltigo. And thanks all you guys for subscribing. Check out the YouTube channel, Video Chess Training on YouTube. And all my streams during the week here on lichess, Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings, Tuesday, Thursday evenings. Move 11, I don't remember what happened. We had a draw. Okay. Yeah, thanks all you guys for the games. And we'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.